creation.
I want you to taste it before I tell you about it,
Oh,
because this wine just makes me sing. And that's a bit,
can you please
that's
sing
a bit
for
weird.
us?
No, not today.
Come
It's just a bit
on.
weird me saying that, because I was never really a big rosé drinker. And then we had the samples and we went, that's an absolute. And then I left it
Smells
for a
good.
bit. And then I did a video on this a couple of weeks ago with for the guys in Hermanus and in the
Sorry, where from?
in the Hemel Aarde
Sorry, where from?
Fallet. Hermanus.
Sorry, say it again.
Yeah.
Hemel and Aarde.
Hemel
Hemel
Aarde.
and Aarde.
Yeah.
Is
It
that
means
right?
heaven and earth, not heaven and
This is another region of South Africa that we don't know about.
Yes, yes.
So Hemel.
Hemel in Aarde.
Okay. So this is another area in South Africa I have no idea about.
Yeah, it's
so
right
please.
down on the coast. If you know the geography of South Africa, there's a big U-shaped bay called False Bay. Cape Town's on one edge of it, and Hermanus and Hemel and Aarde's on the other edge of it. And there's a lot of whale watching goes on there. And if you keep driving down that coast, another, I don't know, half an hour to an hour, you'll get to where they do the shark diving in those cages.
I was going to ask you if that's where
you
the
see
shark
that
diving
on,
is. Yeah.
on the getaways and all those
Yeah.
programs. So that's just further down the coast where those
So
guys
much more
get
coastal influence,
really
obviously.
hungry. Oh, right on the coast.
Yeah. Okay.
Right on
beautiful.
the coast.
Yeah. So
You can
very
s- you can
similar.
You can pretty much see the sea.
Beautiful. So this would be very similar to, like, say, Hawke's Bay in
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
like Hawke's
Yeah.
Bay, New Zealand. Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful.
But
Okay, I'm
taste the
excited.
wine. I just want to see your reaction before you do this, because I
nose is
love
so
this wine.
beautiful. Okay, let's have a look. Because on the nose, it's stunning. Like,
And it's a weird blend to have in here.
yep,
Zing.
that's
Zing.
good.
Zing,
It's
zing, zing.
Beautiful. Yeah, wow.
Zing.
It's just like beautiful jammy fruits.
Yep.
Lovely
Strawberries and cream.
Strawberries and cream, of course. But
Strawberries
more
and
than
cream.
strawberries, though. It's got more of a tart berry, like a tart,
Yeah.
like a cherry or
Yeah.
boysenberry kind of
Yeah.
thing going on.
I love it. And then you've got the Viognier in there to just give it that lift.
That little bit of
So
apricot's
it's a
coming through
Grenache
again.
Noir, or Grenache,
Grenache.
that's made into
Grenache,
a rosé.
as we know Grenache,
Yeah,
yes.
and Viognier. And I think it's
This is
I think
lovely.
it's an 80-20 split. I can't quite remember.
Hmm.
So if I've got that wrong, apologies. But Creation is one of those unique wine stories. I don't think Creation existed when I lived in South Africa. I left South Africa in '99. I don't think they were around. I stand to be corrected if they were or not. But it was pretty much the owners, proprietors, Carolyn Martin and Jean-Claude Martin, picked out this piece of land and went, that's where we're doing it.
Yeah,
and
right.
it was vegetation and trees, and they just went zip. And they planted vines. And it's quite an undertaking to do what they've done. And in 20 years, they've built this brand. And I was stunned, because I was on a video call with Carolyn Martin a couple of weeks ago. The size of the visitation that comes through the Creation cellar door is mind-blowing.
Really?
And they really have a focus on cellar door tourism. And South Africa as a whole does cellar door tourism better than anywhere in the world,
No.
I believe.
Really?
Peter McAtamney from Wine Business Solutions always quotes South Africa as being the benchmark, or when I say he always quoted, he did quote. I haven't spoken to Peter in a couple of months or a couple of years. But they always use South Africa as the bench case, as the benchmark.
Yeah.
And the South African cellar door experience is always so unique compared to other places. And it's not to say that Australia's bad, or it's just different. And I guess
you know you're going to take me to South Africa at
yeah,
some point, right?
well, we're all going. I mean, I've got a whole
Everyone has to
I've got a
come.
whole posse that's coming with me.
We have to
So,
go to South Africa.
there's
That's
just, and I
amazing.
think it's also the scenery. You're dropped in this beautiful, beautiful, pristine location with gorgeous mountains all around you, and you can't help but just fall in love with the whole spectrum of experiences that you're getting, and then great wine.
Yeah, I
And
do have
great
to
food.
say the amount of times, because like we obviously import South African wine as
Yeah.
well, and the amount of times that people will email me saying I was in South Africa, and you know, it's like that's where their first touch of wine, South African wine, came from, and they want to experience that again.
Absolutely.
So that it's obviously a big testament to what they're doing
Absolutely,
over there.
yeah.
So they've got a fantastic experience. We
They
want to go there.
They really focus on the journey. With
Right.
the client. It's unlike anywhere I've ever heard of or
Wow.
seen or experienced, and I haven't experienced it firsthand. But we were lucky enough to employ into Brave New World Wine just a couple of months ago, Joanne Corbett, who was from Creation, and she moved to Australia less than a year ago. And she now runs our operation like that. You know, 2 boys, no idea. Bring Joanne, all organised. So
What happens when you put a woman into it, Ross?
yeah, here we go. so Joanne's great, and through that experience and having more exposure to Creation, we've learnt a lot.
I love it.
And their wines are great. I mean, their Pinot Noir is phenomenal. Their Reserve Pinot is mind-blowing. And the Hemel Aarde Valley is really good with its Pinot. It's the Pinot area, more the Burgundian style South African
Nice.
area. So Chardonnay Pinot
Yeah,
is
sure.
really where the focus, and there's
Whereas
great
most
producers.
of South Africa is mainly Rhone style.
There's a lot of Rhone everywhere
lot of
else.
Rhone style.
And I
That's
guess that's
great.
the maritime climate influence.
Mm.
Great for Sauv Blanc, great for some sparkling as well. Smaller region, but I think it's destined to be the finer wine end of the market.
I'm excited to see what else comes out of here. This is
Yeah, I mean, there's already established producers like Hamilton Russell, Newton Johnson, Bouchard Finlayson. They're all big names in South Africa.
I was going to say, they're big names in South Africa.
and in Europe and
Yeah,
in
nice.
America and in Germany and the other markets, but we're still starting that journey here. So
I'm excited. Well,
come and join it.
This is great. This is a fantastic rosé. And, you know, there was an episode once upon a time that we did around rosé and why Australians really need to be trying stuff that's not Provence. You know what I mean? Like, try something that's not Provence, because this kind of stuff is wild. Like,
Yummy.
really, really lovely wines.